Hey guys, just a quick update here and also some information on accessory wiring for the front of the 2019 Honda CRF450L. So for those of you that checked out my previous videos about getting the wiring in place for running lights and signals with the Zeta flashers, which is a 2-wire flasher, I've got one side all done and the heat shrink in place. This is the part that actually mounts inside the handguard here from the other side, and then there's a yellow lens that goes here. But if I flip this on, that's where you can see it. You see that operates as a running light, and if I put the turn signal on, it flashes. Turn signal off, running light, flashes. So that is all now ready to go. I've just got to build the other side, and I will be posting the wiring diagram for this. But while I have everything open here in the front, another thing that I wanted to do was get some 12-volt accessory wiring in place for the Garmin GPS unit that I'll be mounting up here in the front. And I'm also working on a mount for the Garmin Montana GPS units that'll attach basically kind of in place here between the bar and this bar, but I need 12 volts for that unit powered from the ignition. And taking a look at the wiring diagram on this bike, if we look down here at the fuse box, it shows us the value of the fuses and what circuits we have, and turn signal and stop is rated at 10 amps. There's no way we're drawing anywhere near 10 amps for turn signals and the stop light, even if everything's illuminated at once. Since they're all LEDs, it's probably 1 amp tops, so there's 9 amps left there to play with. And if we look at that one, let's see, that is D, and we trace that across, it drops down to this turn signal relay, which has just 3 wires, a black, yellow, a green, and a gray. And that turn signal relay is actually, I've got my front headlight piece off, but normally that piece actually sits on this bracket right here. And there's like a rubber isolation. And if we go back to the front of the bike, because that piece is actually still on the bike. And if we walk back up there, here is that piece. And there is our 3 wires. Our black, yellow, our gray, and our green, which is perfect because this is, we have our ground right here as well as our positive lead on that 10 amp circuit. And just to confirm that this is, in fact, that I'm looking at the right piece, that this is that circuit, if I put the blinkers on, I don't know if I can do this with one hand, probably not. Give it a try. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a tripod right now. Alright, I can't unplug that with one hand, but when I unplug this here, the signals go out, so I know I'm on the right circuit. So I've pulled this rubber boot off, and I'm just going to pull the wires back a little bit, and I am going to tap into that ground and the black yellow, which is the positive lead, to add a socket up here to power my my GPS. But for anybody else that's looking to power something else up here on the front of the bike, again, I think there's probably about 9 amps left on there. I'd say, you know, let's say 5 to 7 amps. I think is a very safe figure. So you could probably get heated grips on that circuit as well. But if you're adding a phone charger or you're adding a GPS up front, that is a good place to look, and that will be switched with ignition.